we're live again. Here we go. Now we got the gorgeousness of the desert and the monkey butt running along. Phew. And the sunset. Oh my goodness. There we go. Now we're in cinema 16:9. There we go. Monkey dog. Let's check out the rain veils. They're gorgeous. I wish this thing picked up red better. Everything is so red right now. But oh, I want that stuff to rain on me right now. There's nothing out here. So if we go, the car coming way out here, it's not really nice. But see the blinky light off in the distance? Pretty close to that is a ghost gas station that doesn't do anything. It's just covered in like spray paint and broken windows now. And then let's see here. Probably 60 miles that way is Hawthorne, Nevada, which is home of the largest munitions depot in the world. And then, yeah, Bishop, California is 70 miles that way, 78 miles that way. And Tonopah, Nevada is 60 or 70 miles that way. There's beautiful clouds right now. Nice and churny. Man. All right, that direction is actually purple, but it's not showing up on the screen. It is really purple too. It's gorgeous. Some huge thunderheads were building up over the various mountain ranges as we were going along today. And it was just so hot. The air was just climbing up. Man, that truck's been coming for a while. Has not really gone anywhere. But there you are, you beautiful piece of shit. Monkey, where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, little monkey butt? Where are you going? Yeah. Happy dog. Happy dog not to be in the car anymore. Oh, yeah. I swear, if I took this dog on one more off-road adventure, she was going to completely mentally disassociate and I'd need therapy for the rest of her life. She was not liking any of the off-road today. I promised her, I was like, all right, that's the last dirt road. We will head to my uncle's house in Palm Springs and go float in a pool. And we about 300 miles away from being able to do that. There you go. Everyone, my dog licking her hoo-ha. Yep, that was you on the internet. Yep. Oh, we got a car coming. Oh, another adventure wagon. Boom. I've seen some cool trucks on this trip. There's one giant Unimog, four-wheel drive, badass $1 million camping machine that just blew past me on the highway because with the topper on my truck, I can go about 60 miles an hour. And that's it. All the roads out here are like 80 miles an hour and everyone's honking angry at me. I'm definitely have to upgrade. I've got a full dual battery setup in the truck, so that this thing could charge my phone for like years. So I'm not too worried about draining my battery. And yes, when the squeeze happens, I want an earth roamer. That's what I want. They're only about $300,000. I'm like middle Nevada. About 300 miles from Las Vegas and I don't know, 200 miles from Reno, 250 miles from Reno, something like that. so pink and purple out here, but you guys can't see it at all. I'm so sorry. Looks just kind of like pastel-y here, but... Are you getting kind of the same weather in Reno? It's just super gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Look at those clouds. Those veils are so awesome. I want them to rain on me so bad. I've been so hot and miserable for like a week now. Monkey butt, stretch it out. There you go. Oh, stretching the sneeze for everybody. Oh my goodness, a second car in that direction in less than 20 minutes? No way. Traffic is just picking up. Whoa, we got a whole convoy. Everybody's out here now. Ta-da. That's not much of a truck up on that thing. You hauling the same type of thing? Oh, you're just a trailer hauling a trailer. That's redundant. I don't think I'll be in anywhere near Vegas. I was trying to head to LA, to Palm Springs, and then LA to visit my sister before I go back to Seattle. But Vegas was absolutely, I was there 2 days ago, and it was about 1 billion degrees, and just inhumane. I did find a nice restaurant, Greek restaurant, that would let me eat outside with the dog. That was nice. It was tasty and ridiculously expensive. But man, that was like the best olive oil I've ever had in my life, that place. Elia or something like that is what it's called. Traffic's nuts. Man. The other day, where was I? Oh, I was driving into Eureka, Nevada at like 8 o'clock at night, and the Google Maps thing said, warning, traffic conditions are changing rapidly. And there was like 2 cars out there. I'm just doing aimless loops, monkey. You pick where you want to go. I'll follow you. Go somewhere. I'll follow you. That's what we're here for. Go meet up. Go. You lead the way. I'm gonna follow you. Go. There you go. You're doing it. Looks like we're walking to Bishop, California, everyone. Follow the dog tracks. Follow the monkey butt. She's going. She knows where she's going at all times. It's a 2003 Mitsubishi Montero. It is very badass, except it keeps braking on me. Everyone else who has a Mitsubishi Montero of that generation, like, they're bulletproof. I've never had about 500,000 miles. I've never had a problem. And I bust transfer cases, suspensions, rack pinion steering, axles, the engine itself twice now. The O2 sensors all blew up. Ugh. It's a nightmare. I don't have to worry about my phone battery. I have lots of batteries in the truck, so I can basically go until this dies and then just plug a new one in. So don't worry. Where are you going? Here we go. Still going this way, monkey? Still walking to Bishop, California? We can get there in like, I don't know, 2 nights. We can do 40 miles a day. But like I said before, I can really fuck up a truck in the desert. I am good at that. I've destroyed 3 trucks in 5 years, so. But to get some of the places, you gotta be gnarly. This is, I guess, slightly a clue. I almost hit the treasure where I knew it would be almost impossible for anybody without a helicopter or willing to destroy their truck could find it. But I decided against that to make it a little fair for the neophytes who might not have badass off-road mobiles. Monkey butt. Let's go back this way. Come on. Oh, if I had just sold my my $15 calls a day later, I could pay for everything on this truck, no problem. But I didn't. I sold them a day too early. Well, all the colors disappearing. The sun is basically gone. But look at that. I wish that was clearer for you guys, rather than the digital zoom in, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous out here. Whoa, it's a zoomed in monkey. It's probably in the 80s right now, but there's a really nice breeze. So, just you guys sitting at home and me walking around the desert waiting for a tow truck. Got maybe 100 minutes left till that tow truck gets here. Oh man, 3 cars in 30 minutes. This is crazy. Traffic's nuts. I thought about writing a book about my adventures. I was doing a really good job keeping up on my blog until grad school, and then I had to write papers for grad school. But if you go to noospheregeologic.com/blog, you can read about many of my adventures and at least one truck that I ruined there. Which truck? This current truck that's a dead piece of crap right now? This one, I believe the engine seized. It might have thrown a rod. That's what happened with the last engine. I left to go on a 5,000 mile road trip and I made it about 30 miles and all of a sudden, no more turnover. And I had to get a new engine. So what's this about shorts? Something have restricted GME shorts. Ah, they must have realized that people are just shorting and shorting and shorting. Oh, monkey butt. What are you doing? What you got? She almost caught a ground squirrel today. She was really close. And I couldn't assist her because I was throwing a whiz on the side of the road. But, you know, she's a quick girl. But the body of this thing only has 147,000 miles on it, and it's about to be on its 3rd engine. Ugh. What a lame thing. Okay. What's that? Hey, so you sold 9% of a GME share at $3.89. Right on. That's crazy. There. Yeah, AMC stuff was a little sketchy yesterday. The fact that Adam Aaron, like, it's one thing to offer shares when the price is going up and your company's in debt. I totally get that. But why did he offer them to the short sellers at a discount and dark pool market? That's sketchy as hell. To me, that's a boomer business bro helping out his buddies and not thinking about the actual shareholders, and he needs to be replaced. Where did I hit something and all the chats have disappeared? Come back. Oh, there we go. That's probably why. See that? So yes, he's on the board of New SPAC, heavily owned by Citadel. That's what these dudes will do, is that when they short a company, they'll get one of their insiders on the board, and then that guy will destroy the company from within. And it's really, really, really sketchy how they do that. It's their MO, and I'm pretty sure that when Ryan Cohen got in at GME, is that they started pushing out those C-level execs and others who were perhaps in the pockets of the short hedge funds. Yeah, yesterday got the tire replaced. So when was it? I can't remember what day it is right now. So a couple days ago, the transfer case went puny pop, and all of a sudden I was stuck in rear wheel drive, and I got stuck in sand. It took hours to dig that out. When I started digging, it was 105 degrees, and when I finished digging, it was 115 degrees. I think the peak was 117 when we were driving out there. And then I was trying to get to an old mine that I'd read about out close to Death Valley, and as far as I could tell, no one had been there probably in 100 years, and that's when I got the stick in the tire. So I had to turn around and race to Vegas because there was nothing solid for me to purchase the truck on at that point to change the tire anymore. So, but luckily it didn't leak that much. I got to Vegas and barely any air had come out. And then the discount tire in Vegas, they did a nice tire rotation for me and said, we don't have a tire. The closest one's Salt Lake City. So I had to drive to Salt Lake City and then spent a good chunk of the day sitting in Salt Lake City waiting for them to change the tire. And then got back in northern Nevada last night and went to another ghost town today with Monkey Butt. And then she was done with the dirt roads, so we're gonna go to Palm Springs and hang out there. And then now we're hanging out with a car every 10 minutes going by. Come back. This thing keeps, there we go. Where did, all right. I know these clouds will kind of hurt the UFO sightings tonight, but they sure are pretty right now. I've got incredible cell service out here. I've got better cell service out here than I do at home. Like, the weird thing about the basin and range is that no one lives out here, but there's 5G full bars everywhere you go. And in my community of 25,000, I have to use the Wi-Fi router in my house to make a phone call, and it only works half the time. So, you know, I don't know what it is about the desert, but apparently you can just put a tower anywhere you want and no one cares. Yeah, I've read about people who sold fractions of the share, and the peak price was like between 5 and 20,000 with their fractional shares on January 28th. And I think one of the keys might be, I mean, you know, if everyone put fractional shares up for sale at obscene prices in their limit orders, and then we all went to our other side of the limit orders and ordered fractional shares at obscene prices, wonder what would happen. You know, get 9 million people ordering 1/10,000th of a share at $50 and see what happens. God, the chat screen keeps disappearing on me if I don't tap the screen enough, and now it's gone again. Bring it back. There we go. Sure, come study rocks. I usually do a trip in the North Cascades every August where I invite anyone to come along and teach them how to pan gold. We visit a ghost town or two and camp for a few days. I had to cancel last year's because, well, COVID. But maybe this year we'll get to do it. I was supposed to do a really cool trip with a bunch of geology students from the University of Washington and take them out and teach them how to get sapphires out of the Okanagan, but we had to cancel that too because of, well, COVID. Lame. But finding gemstones and gold is like so much fun. And I'm betting this mountain range right here, if it isn't peppered with a bunch of mines, I could probably find copper, gold, and silver in that range right there. It's just when you start to get so many different layers of rock and contact points between all those rocks, you get all sorts of crazy mineralization. Well, it's not so much info as to how to do the trip. I just kind of say, hey, everybody, I'm going to be in Twisp, Washington tomorrow. Come join me. That's just how it works. If I have a few days between claim work I do out in Wyoming and Colorado and Montana and come back to Seattle for a little bit. This dog has no idea why I'm just wandering in circles, but she's just glad not to be in the car anymore. What's the likelihood of AMC margin call in this current month, oh man, I think it's pretty high. If there hadn't been a short attack yesterday, I think we would have gotten close with AMC, because AMC was pushing up. Oh, dig a hole? Oh, a sleeping hole. There you go. Good job. Get yourself a sleeping hole. Good spot. I think there's a good chance that someone's getting margin called along the way. It was tracking, the buying pressure was going up. And we might see the buying pressure again go nuts on Monday and Tuesday, because the stock finished what, $20 higher than it did last Friday, which means a whole bunch of calls went in the money, and those options guys have to find those shares. You made a nice little nest there, buddy. There you go. And if I walk away, you're gonna be so upset because you made a nest and I'm slowly walking away, and you're like, wait, but I thought we were gonna stand here forever. No, where are you going? No, why would you do that? Oh, now I'm over here. Yeah, I bought, for shits and giggles, I bought a 618 $145 call for $4.78 at the end of trading day. I'm hoping that there's a big gamma on Monday and I can double that. So we'll see what happens. It's kind of a, all calls are a bet. Oh, are you snorting? Did you? She always gets something in her nose. One time a full-on like blue string came out of her nose when she was doing that. Oh, the chat's disappeared again. Show them all. There we go. Yeah, bag holders, load up. It needs to go, get it above 50, get it above 70, get it above 100. Let that rule 5 finally go into effect, hopefully next week, and we're good to go. Next week prediction, I think we'll see gamma squeeze on GME and AMC that will probably last a day or two, and hopefully will kickstart some stuff for us. So that's my prediction for Monday and Tuesday. Beyond that, I don't know, because the shorts, in order to save themselves, and the options guys, they have to short attack to bring the price down before Friday, or else a whole bunch of stuff goes in the money for shares they don't have. So they're naked shorting, they're borrowing shares, they're doing whatever they can to survive. And if they survive, they make a ton of money. If they don't survive, we make all their money, and that's what it comes down to. Now it's like really dark out here, but on the phone it's really bright. Like that guy, I can mostly just see his headlights, but on the screen I see everything. It looks like it's just daylight over there, but it's really not. Buying gold is excellent. What's even better than just buying gold is I like to go on eBay and other auction sites like HighBid and Apro, and I look for estate sales and I buy old jewelry, and I go in my garage, and with other electronics and computer chips and things I have, I grind it all up, melt it down, and make my own pure gold bars. So I get the gold probably about 50% the actual cost, and then with $20 in acid, I can get myself an ounce or two of gold and sell that when I need to. Realistic price for AMC? Man, I don't know. Because what that'll all come down to is who sells when. And that's, if you're holding out for too much money and everyone sells out from under you, you're getting nothing. And that's just the way the market works. So I bet well over 1,000 a share for sure for AMC, if not higher. And someone will get, you'll see those random shares where fractional sellers will probably sell for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or more. Quit disappearing. Monkey dog. You're the night dog cometh. Oh. There's still like sunset. Looks like it's peeking through on the camera, but out here it's just kind of dark. I'm actually wild. It's wild that like 100 of you are out here with me while I'm wandering the desert for no reason, because I have nowhere to go. So back to a dark truck. Hey, monkey, monkey, hey! I see you looking over there at something. That's crossing the road, and that's the one time a car will come by. Hey, no hunting. Hunt on this side. Well, the shares on Ortex, we see them plummet a lot, and then what the short guys do, a lot of them got market maker status, and they just generate shares when they need to attack. So, you know, Ortex can tell us how hard it is to borrow a legit share, but it doesn't really explain them ruining the game by creating their own shares, just printing money essentially. I am stuck in the Nevada high desert. I think, well, the Carson Sink is like 200 miles that way. The Mojave is about and Death Valley are about 150 miles that way. Yeah, so we're out here in some dry lake bed. On the map, the dirt here was called Calmville. I don't know if there was a settlement here one time. I see no evidence of foundations or anything. But there was all sorts of weird settlements out in the middle of the deserts, especially turn of the century, because they thought they could get irrigation from the various mountains and make farming out here happen, and it didn't happen. I mean, all the water ended up getting used for mining operations, and no one could grow anything. So come across a lot of little ghost towns like that out in the, it's just hot and miserable, but the soil is easy to dig, as Monkey's demonstrating. She's making herself a little nest, and there you go. That's a good nest right there. And so they can till it really easily, and it's probably fairly nutrient rich, if not too salty though, because the evapotranspiration rate pulls all of the minerals up out of the soil as the water gets evaporated. So it can be really, really hard to grow because of all the salt that forms because of that. You know, and they probably only get about 5 to 9 inches of rain a year. So, and all the rain that does happen is from orographic lift. That's when the wind blows along, forces the air to rise, cool, and form a cloud above the mountains. And that's why, if we look this way, we can see these little rain veils above that mountain range off the distance. And we got some more off above that mountain range, and another one forming off this one. And you can barely see the mountain way off there, but that one also has these little cells that form as the air rises. So you'll get the really hot days like today where it was more than 100 degrees, and you'll get a lot of air rising straight up. And as it goes straight up, you'll get these thunderheads forming because the heat's so hot, it's rising faster than the cloud can self-mitigate, and you get these big cumulonimbus clouds that form in the thunderheads. But I haven't seen any lightning, just saw the thunderheads kind of form and then dissipate a bit when it cooled off. And we're getting this lateral wind now that kind of will coming off the Sierra Nevadas, and that will destroy all those supercells that form. Isn't it fun doing climatology out in the desert? The car is there. There's the war rig. Whoa, sorry, zoom. There we go. Monkey's still in her nest. She's having a good time. Yeah, trigger another gamma squeeze. Go above 100. Let's do that. My bank account could use it because I'm gonna have to spend a buttload fixing this stupid hunk of junk. Let's see here. Sorry, a bunch of comments happened. I gotta scroll now. What did I study in school? I basically did my undergraduate until the University of Hawaii told me to leave. So I ended up with degrees in geography, geology, and astrophysics. I also got minors in earth and space science, physics, mathematics, biology, and political science. And then I have a master's in space studies, and I'm working on a master's in history right now. Oh, the CNBC clip where they mentioned naked shorts? Yeah. And then that lady's face, that was funny. Oops. Investing in Bitcoin. I think when the squeeze is closed, investing in pretty much anything is probably a good idea because these hedge funds will be forced to liquidate their crypto. They'll be forced to liquidate their blue chip stocks, their vanguards, index funds, ETFs, everything. So the prices will be depressed on all that stuff. So scoop it up. Oh, we got a Hawaii Pacific person. I lost to you guys in baseball quite a bit. I don't know if I'll need a GoFundMe if it squeezes. I'll be able to buy my own new truck. Although I was thinking about, so once treasure hunt number 1 is out of the way, I had an idea for treasure hunt number 2, which would be, because I'll be out of treasure at that point, but treasure hunt number 2, do a Kickstarter, and then whatever money people give to the Kickstarter, I get that in cash from the bank and go hide it somewhere in the world, and then someone has to find it. It's like a lotto. I think that'd be a funny idea. Just like a duffel bag full of cash hidden somewhere. Where's the rescue squad at? I have not heard from them. Oh, maybe they messaged. No message from the tow truck yet. One AMC share worth of cash. Another car coming. Yeah, plastic drum buried in the desert. That'd be awesome. I also thought a great TV show would be to take ground penetrating radar, like up into Humboldt County, and look for buried cash from various weed dealers who have died or been sentenced to life, and just see what kind of chunks of cash you can find out in the national forest out there. I had a friend who worked for a pot grower, and every time he had to pay them, he locked everyone in the barn and disappeared for 3 hours because he had to go dig up a bunch of cash and give it to them. But he didn't want anyone to know where it was. I'm surprised I have internet connection on the desert too. It's wild how much I have out here. Yeah, my battery's doing all right. So I have 40% left here. So, okay, in your nest. Shall I move to another spot and make you dig another hole? I'm gonna go over here. You have to dig another hole. Da-da, da-da-da-da. That's right. Yeah, come over here now. I'm gonna stand next to this shrub, and you're gonna dig another nest. How's that? I'm gonna stop right here. I think if it shoots above 500, everyone's getting margin called. No one's surviving that. I mean, that's pushing what? You got 70 million shares. That'd be what, a $35 billion dollar market cap. That's pretty nuts. If AMC hits 200, that's like $180 billion market cap. How far from home am I? I am, I don't know, not probably about 1,500 miles from home right now. So, yeah. Oh, you didn't dig a hole yet. Dig a hole, monkey. I'm gonna stand right here until you dig a hole. I'm just gonna stare at you until then. Stare at the desert as the light fades. And the war rig sits there like a big silent bimbo. And I'm wondering how, if Adam Aaron is working against everybody in the short squeeze, how long AMC will last as the darling that it's been for the last few weeks. I used to own land on Camino Island, and then I sold it. I had land on Whidbey Island too, that I bought at auction in like 2008 when the economy collapsed, and I was like, I bought it for $1,400, nice third of an acre, beautiful views of the water and the mountains, and but the economy was in the shitter, so I was like, I'll hold on to it for a few years. But when I went to go check out the property, all the trees were bent, had these like bends in the roots. I'm like, oh, that's slope creep. This slope is not stable. No one should build it here. I had to sell this thing pronto. And then one day, it was March 2013, I was visiting with my mom and got this phone call from my best friend. He's like, "Hey, you still in that land in Whitby?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "On Driftwood Way?" "Yep." "You might want to turn on the news." And turn on the news, and there on CNN is my property had slid into Puget Sound as the largest single landslide since Mount St. Helens had erupted. The property was gone. Oh, oh well. I donated the deed to a land conservation group and got a little tax write-off. That's about it. You can dig a hole, bud. Oh, it's so dark. It's so dark, monkey. But it's bright this way. Sometimes you make bets and those bets fail miserably. Other times you make bets and you just win. So, hoping this AMC GME thing will do that. And yeah. Well, maybe he'll return dividend. That'd be great. That's a big truck. A lot of institutions will probably sell at the $500 mark. I think there's a few wily hedge funds that are long that are holding until it squeezes and then they'll sell. AMC selling shares was a good thing. The problem is that AMC didn't sell shares to retail investors. They sold shares to the short hedge funds to close their positions in the dark pool markets like a jerk. Why am I in the desert? I'm in the desert because I wanted to visit some ghost towns. Oh, she's digging a hole again. I wanted to visit some ghost towns and make a pump video for my treasure hunt. And then now I'm stuck out here. But Switzerland, where in Switzerland are you? I have friends that live in cloisters, and I go there every other year or so and ski for a couple weeks. It's wonderful. I love Switzerland. The food's way too expensive, but other than that, it's a lovely place. Yeah, I get asked a lot when it's gonna kick off. I think after the 13th and before July, in those last 2 weeks, I think it's gonna go bonkers. Yeah, my mom worries about me at all times, and she's never seen the photos of when I flipped the truck in the desert a few years ago. She just knows that I should not be alive, and that's all she needs to know, and that I am alive. She will not hear anything else beyond that. I think we're definitely squeezing. They have to close out these positions. The market has to balance itself, and if they don't balance itself, and the shorts win on this one, I think a lot of foreign investment is pulling out of the United States because their money's not safe here. And 40% of the entire United States financial market is foreign investment. And you cannot lose those foreign investors to Frankfurt, Tokyo, Taipei, Hong Kong, and other more regulated markets. Living on the Wallenese. All right. Wallen-Sea, sorry. Never say things right. This is the most comfortable temperature out here right now. I know it's going to be like 30 degrees tonight because that's the way the desert is, but maybe not with the clouds. You could trap a little heat in here. But it is just like the best little breeze is blowing. It's so nice. All right, I'll go to Switzerland anytime. I love it there. We got Bellingham. What will happen to silver if we go to paperless currency? Well, the thing about metals is that metals are hard to get, and they retain their value because it's hard to get rid of them. Gold especially, because gold's what's called a noble metal, meaning it doesn't rust or patina. So you can go to a shipwreck that's 600 years old, and there'll be like some rusted copper, some rusted silver, and then the gold looks brand new. And the thing is that silver and gold also have uses. You can use them in electronics. You can use them in medical devices. You can plate things with them. You can do all sorts of stuff. There goes another car. It's getting real dark out here. So I think metals are generally safe bet because they have uses, and cryptocurrency. If we get a solar flare or a nuclear holocaust, those suckers are done. They're gone. So, gold and silver will always have a place. Orlando, Florida. My existing strategy of 5,000 shares. 5,000 shares of AMC or 5,000 shares of GME. I think the prices on both of them are still going to go higher. So, the car is in the darkness, right, just in front of me. It's like right there, about 100 yards away. $22 strike for 121.22. Let it ride. Taking up another. Ooh, man, I would wait for maybe the gamma on Tuesday. Let the gamma on Monday and Tuesday rocket the price. Get rid of that option, and then when they short attack at the end of the week, buy another one. Options are a great way to like just make cash because the way that the implied volatility works, when the price is skyrocketing, the value of that thing just takes off with it at a pace that's far beyond the actual share price. So you can swap that stuff around a lot. Or using silver in place of a paper currency. Silver's heavy. There's why people get rid of coins. How many true diamond-handed apes are out there? Well, this week we saw that about half of them, I think, are diamond-handed, half of them are paper-handed. Every day Fidelity prints out their top 30 traded stocks on their platform. And this past week was the first time since January where there were more sales of AMC and GME than there were buys, which is pretty telling. I mean, when GME was hitting 350 back in March, there were still 75% more buys than there were sells. I think that's kind of telling us that perhaps some people are getting impatient, and that's what the shorts have been hoping for. But maybe the day traders are just taking advantage of things finally. Go turn on my running. I can see the car. I know exactly where it is. I don't need to turn the running lights. Plus, I got a dog that can find things in the dark. Oh, do they hedge positions on June 18th? $4 calls. I don't know. I have no idea. They might. I bet those hedge funds, they own all the puts and calls. And we have to start looking at what I haven't looked recently because I've been on the road, but where max pain is right now. What price? Do we know? Does anyone know what the max pain is? Do we finish above or below that today? And Monkey's got her hole. You can't even see her now. I gotta get over here, get some light on the dog. She is, nope, darkness. There's no dog there. Nope. That's her face. Just gonna keep focusing on the horizon. It's the only spot where there's light. Oh, it's too hot for snakes out here. That's the great thing about the desert this time of the year is that the snakes, they aren't here. Exit strategy for AMC, 5,000 shares. Man, 5,000 shares. If the price gets to $1,000, you just made $5 million. That $5 million, you can reinvest that into the dividend stocks and probably double that money in a matter of years. And then you're making what? Let's see here. That's 500,000. Yeah, probably between $200,000 and $500,000 a year in just dividends and interest. So I think you're good with 5,000 shares of AMC when it squeezes. Exactly. Exit when you feel good. Like, to finish paying for my truck, I had to sell a couple of shares because, you got to pay the bills sometimes, but I kept most of them. And if the price drops again, they have some more cash in hand, I'll pick some more up. I didn't see Adam's interview yesterday, so I can't tell you what I think about it. I've been on the road. Max pain is 37, so we're a little above max pain. Okay, so That's good. That means we're putting lots of calls out there, not no puts. How much battery do I have? Oh, I'm at 34%. We're cool. GME 246. So we finished above max pain, but oh no, we finished pretty close to max pain on both of those. All right. Be the idiot that sells them at 420 million. Do it, but get the limit order in there now. What does max pain mean? Well, the hedge funds, they will literally hedge their bets. So what they do is they buy a whole bunch of calls and a whole bunch of puts at various prices to one side of the spectrum or the other side of the spectrum. And max pain is where the downward curve kind of meets on both sides as to how many are available. And if you close there, all that money just evaporates into nothing, and the hedge funds lose a ton of money. So back in February, March, almost every Friday, the share prices were closing at max pain, and as they did so, I hope that wasn't my tow truck just blowing by. And as they did so, the hedge funds were losing like $1 billion a week, because if your call options expire and they aren't in the money, they're not worth anything. Have I seen The Hills Have Eyes? I can't remember. All those movies kind of blend together for me. Hills Have Eyes. I might be thinking of Silent Hill. I don't know. Or Mothman Prophecies. Honestly, I can't tell you if I've seen The Hills Have Eyes or not. What dividend stocks do I recommend? Oh man. I recommend... Oh, I gotta see if the tow truck guy texted me. He did not. We're cool. No one called. We're cool. Dividend stocks I recommend. Generally, you can look up just like top dividend stocks, and it'll show you just the list of stocks at whatever great prices they have. Like ones that offer, $1 for every 20 to 40 bucks are fantastic per quarter. That's a fantastic investment. If you're getting $1 for about $100 stock, you're doing really well. Like Microsoft is 250 bucks, and they offer like $1.35 a quarter. So they're not that great, but the stock price just grows and grows and grows and grows. So that's why people invest in it. What do I think of Sundial? I think Sundial is among those companies that are shorted to oblivion, along with all the other meme stocks. So I think that they might pop with the squeeze as well. But I'm not sure exactly to what extent that they're currently shorted. Price target for next week in AMC, above 80 bucks. I think above 80 bucks after Tuesday. That's what I'm hoping for. I got enough charge on my phone. I got batteries for days. We're cool. What I'm running out of is the ambient light that's off on the horizon here. But Monkey's still sleeping in her hole. She's happy. And it's still really nice warm breeze coming off the Sierra Nevada, so we're happy. We're good out here. I was collecting shirts before Hawaii, and the thing is that when I got to Hilo, I wore other patterned shirts than Hawaiian shirts because I wanted to look like a tourist. So I didn't wear very many Hawaiian shirts when I was out there. Yeah, if I had $22 strike price, well, I'm planning on selling my options if it hits 80 bucks, and then they'll short attack, and I'll be able to buy some more cheap. That's what I'm hoping for, and then do it all over again. Yes, I think the GME shareholder meeting has a chance of creating a lot of volume for GME, especially if they announce a crypto dividend, then it's going to go bonkers. I think the price can just go absolutely nuts if that happens. If 05 and 02 go in 13th to 21st, how long until special margin calls? I think pretty soon. Oh, sorry guys, my sister is calling me, probably trying to ask where I am. I'm gonna have to cut this one short tonight. Yeah. How old am I? I just turned 40 like a week ago. All right, I'm gonna answer my sister, and everyone have a good night. Okay, see ya.